Hey everybody. So yeah, coding is a series of ups and downs, and you have to like sort of enjoy the ups and tolerate the downs. Try to figure out how to learn how to enjoy the downs too. Um, but I guess the ups wouldn't be ups if the downs didn't come. But right now we are in an up. Um, I have got it to where we can set up the fog and we can kind of see what happens. Like if we have, I think yesterday I set it where the fog works for linear and it's always red. We only have red fog. We can't configure it yet. And the way fog works is as something moves farther away, the fog becomes more pronounced. And So what happens is, and I believe I don't know. This is a good time to check. I don't think it works. I think it only works for basic. Um, I mean for Fong materials. I don't think it works for basic, but we're gonna find out. Animations, and I'll just make the Z position go to like 100, and it should be negative 100. Oh, it does work. Okay, so it works also. You see as it gets way down there. I don't know if you could see it. Yeah, you can see it in the as it gets down there, it gets redder and redder and redder, and it's because there's fog. Probably be a little easier to see if we make the mesh bigger. Um, I mean that is cool. Let's see 1,000. Yeah, that is just like cool. Um, I don't know what to tell you if it's not cool to you. Um, that's on you. um, but anyways, yeah. So that is really cool. How it starts off white and goes to red as it gets farther away. I don't know if it seems foggy. It probably would in a different sort of context, but this is a cool effect, right? Where it starts off like that. Yeah, I don't know, like if we had a light and so, unfortunately you can't see lights. So a light, in order to be able to see a light, you have to be able to, um, it needs like a little, 1,000, 10,001 wide. Um, it needs a little, like something that goes with it, right? Something for it to reflect off of. And I can't remember if it had to be, I think it has to be like a normal, like a Fong to be able to see it. It is kind of wild that we can see the light. We can see it red way far away, even though there's barely any light. But let's go ahead and animate our light along with this, and then take this animation. And so this is the light. I probably should name things so that it basically moves along with. Um, I don't know. It's like I remember. It's weird how it's. This is like a bug that just keeps on coming back, where it loses after you make a change. It loses its value. But oh, and if I remember correctly, a mesh. And yeah, I'm gonna have to dig back into that because that bug just keeps coming back. Or maybe I didn't fix it last time. I, I think we make these a sphere, and then um, I think we give it a radius of zero point 0.1. And now we can't see it at all, um, because I guess all we're seeing is the light, the interaction with the light. Um, so let me go And but anyways, so that's cool. And I think that anytime you're in these sort of up times, like a lot of times whenever things are just sort of working and I have a clear path, I kind of slow down and smell the roses. And I think this is time for that. And so I think the thing to do at this point would be a fun thing to do would be to implement um, the uh, exponential. Okay, so let's go ahead and remove this linker console log, and then, and I can't remember exactly how this wasn't it like exp fog exp2? That's pretty helpful. And then fog exp2 just takes the density. It only takes two things, and it takes the fog density, and it does not have an extra fog word there at the end. And I don't know what's going to happen when we add this, but we will find out. So I guess the first thing to do is just see if it works at all. So, and the good news was that we saw that if you added fog, so we'll get it working for linear, or we'll get it demonstrating for linear first. And go ahead and edit this and animate it. And this animation, and we want it to get farther away from us because you can see fog as it gets farther away. And see, like, look, that's so wild, right? Like, before I had this bug where every time the key went up, it was it was losing the focus. But now it's not having that problem. It did happen when I had a light, so let's just do a quick bit of debugging here, and just see if that is the issue. Yeah, see, any key, if you do any kind of key when there's a light there, does it still happen? Oh, so now maybe it's, I guess, when there's two of them, it's got an issue. This was not like when we did run into that. So this is like we had a bug, we fixed the bug, which then exposed a new bug, which is that when there's two of them. So fixing the bugs for one worked, and we are able to go through the steps and not have the problem, but now the bug is back. So, you know, that's just life. All right, so I guess what we want to do is deal with this stuff where we lose focus. And I don't even think we need this. Actually, I think this was actually a negative thing. And actually, it doesn't even matter because we have... oh, and it won't even go to negative? Oh, yeah, it's because I keep trying to use the... Every time the key goes up, it loses focus. But it doesn't even matter because this is not even this is a kind of material that doesn't even care about light. So now let's see if we see any difference at all. And, well, one of the things that I thought was really cool, so let's just go back to this, is that I think it is more obvious that things are happening. It becomes a square. That's weird. Okay, so so the next thing we can do is turn this, hopefully the exponential works. So it's definitely different. It actually seems like it's not doing anything. And it might be because of the default density. It's kind of a bummer that we can't change it in flight without redoing everything. Fog density is 0.5. So it's going to be nice. Whenever we can update it, we'll be able to turn this to like 0.1 and see what it does. and a 1 and see what it does. But right now, basically, when it's exponential, and I guess we really don't even know. Let's see. Hopefully, I know I got rid of the 1 log. Let's just even see if we're getting in there. Well, yeah. Because it's red from the beginning, and fog is the only thing red, and the actual item is not red. So we must be getting in there. Let's see. Let's go to linear. Let's go back to exponential. Yeah, and then, yeah, so it's being set. So that is what exponential is. I guess what we can do, though, is we can change the value and see linear, exponential, and what we want to do is we want to change fog scene item, fog density, where are you, to 0.1 and run it. So it does start off lighter because we made it 0.1. So, because it was basically at 0.5, it was red at the beginning. And then, so I guess that's a very thick fog. This is a not so thick fog. Like, you don't really see the effects of the fog until it's farther away. So I think that's a good point to stop. We are at 11 minutes 52 seconds. I think that is awesome. I definitely feel like my, in this last effort to create this property fog and all that, my sort of angular understanding, particularly around signals, increased pretty well. I definitely understand signals better. I have a better grasp of signals now. And then my grasp around ThreeJS as a general API, maybe not much, but what fog is and how fog works and stuff like that, definitely. Like, it was a 0 before I started this. I didn't really understand even what we were going to see once we had fog. Next will be to start implementing the forms so that we can change. Right now, basically all we allow the user to do is change the type of fog. So we can go to no fog, so it stays white the whole time. And then we can go to like a linear fog, which just as it goes farther, the fog gets linearly stronger. And then we can go to exponential. So we got our debugger. I guess we could, since we're here, we can just take our fog density and make it a 1, which my understanding, I guess, based on what we experienced last time, we're going to see, just solid red, like it's solid fog. And 0.5 was pretty much just solid red, like it's a super. This is like soup thick fog. So that's cool. I'm pretty happy with that. I can't, it's nice understanding that better. So anyways, happy coding and bye.